A minute ago there was clearly 2 officers on the scene, but a minute later there's now 5, between 2 police cars. Like they gave a lift to someone in the back seat or something.
You sinned the scene because it proved you wrong. This is not a sin on the series' part.
Unless you've got Dio's blood and Star Platinum though, right?
Joseph and Josuke's grandfather had 2 entirely different wounds though, and like you said, Joseph had blood being pumped around his body by Star Platinum, and Jotaro meant you can't revive someone by using a stand ability.
Wait, don't you know this? You specifically shot him with the arrow because you wanted to give him a stand power. What?
You do realise that just because someone doesn't have a stand, it doesn't mean they aren't aware of stands. Keiicho probably assumed Koichi knew what stands were.
In a room full of heavy items like chairs and vases and light fixtures, and doesn't think to use any of those on the window.
Breaking a window is pretty loud. She'd definitely hear him and then catch him again.
Just prior to the break, Josuke is talking about how something is wrong in that place, but he's still happy to sit there whilst his buddy eats another dish.
Well, why would he stop him? Yes, he called it odd, but it healed Okuyasu, and if anything bad did happen, Josuke could just revert him back.
Reaction occurs long after an attack cliché.
That's not what's happening though. The hand is still swiping its right hand, so it can't really attack. It needs to finish its current attack.
Josuke, having known his father for a short period of time and had nothing but experiences of him being very mellow and fragile thus far, isn't concerned when he yells very coherently about a stand user being nearby.
Because Josuke just assumes Joseph is senile and out of his mind.
No, it's one of those other types of invisible babies found in the wild, the non-stand user type ones.
Ever since stands have existed, it seems you have forgotten that more than just stands exist. It's not far-fetched that characters would question if something is a stand.
Being turned into books just stop them from being able to move? I mean, their limbs seem intact and everything.
How is this a sin? If this is what's being shown, then it's obvious that the ability does that.
Talking to a rat.
Animal stand users in JoJo's have been shown to understand humans to an extent. Why sin this scene?
Where the hell was she keeping those?
It's called hammer space. Almost all ghosts in JoJo's have it.
For some reason, these things taking out chunks of his flesh is causing him to itch instead of be in pain.
Because they aren't ripping chunks out, they're injecting him with their stingers.
The window, but yeah.
In the way they are using it, it is a door, as a door is defined as a barrier at an entrance, so it's a door.
Stand changing its inherent word-related ability to something entirely different to fit the current predicament ex machina.
This is you again, not understanding fate. Just like in part 3, fate sides with do-gooders, giving those who do good rewards in a sense. In this example, Koichi gets a stand to better his chance of survival.
Why would you tell him that though?
Every person present there already knew what the arrow did, so why keep it hidden?
So to be clear, he no longer requires the aid of a bird to fly away now, yeah?
That's because the arrow is dragging him around to those it deems worthy, so he doesn't need the bird, and also stands can mature to gain new abilities.
Why did this guy need a bird to escape in the first place though?
I already explained this in my previous sin.
Why would you tell them that though?
It actually makes it better for him in that situation, as they think entering the pylon will be safe as he doesn't control it.
You do realise that he can't see what you're showing him though, right?
I'm assuming you're talking about Hayato. Even if he couldn't see it, he'd know that Kira is talking about the cat stand, as Hayato interacted with that stand in the attic.
It gave me a rock-hard cock.